and I'll call our meeting to order. Calling to order the September 10th, 2024 meeting of the Monuments and Ceremonies Commission.
Did you get one?
Diane, did you get a agenda? And okay. And we have JP Perlman on the phone, and here in person we have Nancy, Isabel, and Susan, and Diane Conalog is here observing the fly on the wall. You're welcome to come and sit at the table if you'd like. Okay. All right. So we have some printouts of the meeting. I did, yes. Thank you so much. June's meeting. So if everyone would please review, and if anyone had anything they needed to update, we can have Nancy take care of that for us. I had read through them; they looked good to me.
Wow, we're talking. I'm reading Declaration. I'm thinking, man, that seems like yesterday.
Yeah, when I actually asked Terry to put together some comments for us, and she said, I already did that at the June meeting. I'm like, well, no, because Declaration Day was after the June meeting. Yeah, the summer just kind of was a blur.
Well, between the storms and the humidity, it was kind of a bust.
Yeah.
Well, we went to Arlen.
You went to Arlington?
No, Arlen.
Oh, Ireland. Oh,
And my cousin said, bring a bathing suit. It's warm. 62 degrees.
Oh,
I'm like,
Did not need the bathing suit.
I should have worn my winter jacket.
no. Would anyone like to make a motion to approve the minutes?
I'll make them.
I second.
Okay, the minutes from June have been approved. Let's see. So just to run down things that have happened since we last met on June 11th, we had our Flag Day ceremony, which I thought was very nice.
Yes, it was a good. It was a good ceremony.
Can't,
Oh, actually, I shouldn't say that. I don't think I went to that one. That was on the 4th of July, right?
that one was the 14th.
Oh, the 14th of June. Yeah, that one. I went to. Hey, Autumn.
Here we go. Here's a copy of the minutes and thank you. So that was I think that was really nice. How did we do the amplified the voice? I'm just trying to remember what we did. Did we have anything for that? I think I had a small speaker. So I'm working toward a question and a comment for everyone as we go along here. Declaration Day, Terry Wood sent a summary, and I'll just read.
Yeah, that's the one that I missed.
That.
That one, Declaration Day.
See,
Great.
Was it?
yeah, they did a super job.
Yeah.
So she said this was the second annual Declaration Day ceremony in Darien. The event went well. Attendance was approximately 125 people. Darien Community Band participated and were very well received. Diane Brown, president of the community band, has already committed enthusiastically to next year. The recognition of Darien students, both public and private school students, continues to be appreciated by the families of the students and people in town. And by that they mean the students that are attending service academies and ROTC.
Okay.
So a lot of the families of those young men and women were in attendance as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Thank you to the Darien Police Department, Norotan Heights Fire Department, the community band, the DHS Principal Ellen Dunn, and Superintendent Alan Adley. Weeburn Country Club lent the sound system, which was a big improvement over last year. And Weeburn also let us use all of the chairs for seating. And
that was Weeburn?
That was Weeburn.
That was great.
Yep, that was really nice. And Representative Tracy Mara designed and produced the program that was handed out. As with last year, we will make a few tweaks for next year, maybe more in-depth PR push across social media channels, which we can work with the person in the front office, who its name now is just Marley Hayes. Perhaps a townwide mailer listing all the dates of the Monuments and Ceremonies Commission for people as a reminder. We could put that together for the year for 2024 and just say, here are the dates for all of the ceremonies coming up, and maybe ask.
And who is that to go to?
That would be up to us. We
Oh.
could figure that out, right? We could, as a new way to get
To reach other
people,
people. Yeah.
reach people and say, hey, come to our events.
here.
These are what they are.
Yeah.
So, so that
I don't think a lot of people know some of these things are.
No,
People don't
I
even
don't
know
think-
what the Monuments and Ceremonies is.
Stands for.
Who did we just talk to about that?
Nielsen's. He said,
We
"Oh,
went to
are you-
Nielsen's
Is that in
and-
town? She
They,
said.
they didn't even know who we were.
Oh dear.
I said, of
So-
course it's in town. We do the ceremony.
These people don't read the papers.
But
we
I
put
don't-
a
but
stand
not
in
always,
front of their
yeah.
store every Memorial
That's
Day.
what I said to her.
That's right.
But maybe
So,
she doesn't.
But she might not.
That's funny.
Sometimes people because a lot of times you're not there on the holiday, so you
Or
just
you're
might
not the
be.
one doing it, setting up
Yeah,
the
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Right.
Like someone else is setting up. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, well, no, we always set up the stand for the.
Yeah.
They're like, you do what?
Yep,
So-
you might not even
Big shoe,
notice it.
big shoe day, and
Yeah.
everybody knows it.
I'll send them copies of the PRs.
Hey, why
Um,
not?
So, okay, so I think that's a nice idea that Terry suggested. Maybe we'll put that under new business. List of events. And we can talk about that. Okay. So September 11th is tomorrow. Nancy and Isabel have done some great legwork on getting all of the ducks in a row for that.
Yeah.
So in the past, we've had 24 long stem roses, and we paid a very high price for that. So they approached Nielsen's last week and got a
$140 less.
much better price.
Springdale wanted 200.
Yeah.
Nielsen said 60. And we're
So,
picking those up after the meeting today.
so we'll be
Yeah.
ready for that.
Unfortunately, I have
So
doctors.
the ceremony will start at 8:25 a.m.
What time should we be there?
Let's plan to
8.
get there right around 8, just so
Yeah.
we can
You have to get up early.
set things up.
I'm up early anyway.
I want to make sure I go downstairs and pick up some flags.
And you're having it at the junior high.
It's at the, behind
at the middle
the middle school.
Okay.
So if you go up the driveway from Edgerton,
Yeah.
wind up and around and come into where the buses, that's the best way.
Last year, I think we had it on a weekend, which was.
It was on a Saturday too, was it not?
Was it?
I believe it was on a
2 years
Saturday.
ago,
Yeah.
it was a
Or was
Saturday.
maybe it's 2 years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, this year when I sent out the PRs, I included a photo that I took
Perfect.
last year, at last year's event. So
Perfect.
we
And that's
included that in all the
beautiful.
PRs.
That's great. Yeah.
I've been seeing it everywhere.
Yeah, that's great.
So I don't know if they're pissed that they're all sharing the same photos, but hey, where did
Well,
that paper
that's all
clip go?
right.
It's great.
They'll
It's a
have
great
to
photo.
come and take their own photo this time.
Exactly.
There you go. So we sent out the press release, and Nancy's been doing an awesome job of pushing that out to all the different outlets, and we're
That's great.
having a much higher percentage of people
I sent it to
publishing
everybody.
it. Yeah.
Everybody
so-
on the list that I had made, I think I gave everybody the list that
Yeah.
that has this on it. So
Yeah.
everybody on this list got a copy of the PR
Excellent.
and the photo.
And the photo. And we,
I think it's a good idea. I think at all the events, I'll take a photo and include it in
Oh,
the
that's a
following
great
year.
idea.
I think,
Yeah.
because it's,
Because a visual helps them too, really.
yeah, plus
Yeah,
they
it's not what's going
they
on.
might just ignore it, and then they see the picture and they think, huh, what's this?
Right.
So that was my thought.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's great.
So I
same
think-
with just a paragraph or two in print, or online.
Well, some
You could
people
just
expounded on that,
skip-
like the Darien-ite.
Skip over it very
You should
easily.
show it to Nielsen, and we can pick up the flowers. This is how your flowers gonna look like next year.
Oh, right. That's a very good idea, yes.
That's a great idea.
Darien-ite expounded a little bit on what
Oh,
I
yeah,
had sent
into
them, because I just sent them the basics,
Yeah.
and they put it together. A lot of people did. I haven't seen it on the patch, though. Did you see it on the patch?
I have seen so many, I don't know.
I know. I don't know if I saw it on the patch, but
All right.
hey, look,
That's all right.
Well,
it's been,
It's-
and I
it's
haven't seen it in the
progress.
Darien Times either. So that
In the newspaper
that's
itself?
rather, no, well, I haven't seen it in the newspaper, and I haven't seen it online, so.
Darien, it did.
I think
Darien
it's in the
Times?
Times.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you
I think
see
was
it?
in the
Oh,
Times,
It's a
okay.
really
yeah.
good one.
Oh, all right, okay, all right. It was in the paper?
Oh, no, online.
Online,
I
okay.
think it was in the paper too.
Was
I
it?
think my husband said, hey, look, it's in there. So, but I could be wrong.
Maybe.
I'll double check. Anyhow, great job on PR.
Yes.
And Nancy will be the speaker tomorrow. We'll have, I spoke with Dr. Adley on the phone on Friday, and he proposed that 2 students from the middle school could come out and sing the national anthem.
Oh, no.
Perfect.
So that will be, if you can add that to the schedule of events. And we'll have a sound system and a podium.
All right, well, while we're talking about that, I have it down that, is John Zagrodsky going to be coming?
Yes.
He is,
So,
okay.
and he
Because I have
will-
that first blurb where I
He will
welcome
say a
everyone
few
and introduce
words.
him, and then I read my spiel, and then we ask the minute of silence, and then after that, I want to thank Josh Doying for the monument.
Yes.
And so I can put in there the 2 students, if he has the names of them, it would be nice, and I can say thank you for,
We can try to get them.
Okay.
I will, oopsies, I wanted to call him anyway.
And Channel 9 is going to be done, 1729, 17?
Channel 79 is going to be there. I've been talking
Yes.
back and forth with Jim Cameron.
Okay.
And he said he might not be the one that's there, but someone will be there to tape.
Great.
And I did send it to Cable 12, but I never heard back from them, so I don't know.
Yeah, you never know who's going to show up.
But they could just spontaneously show up, who knows?
Right.
Marin is going to be there, the police chief, Marin. Is he
Okay.
he's the police chief, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's going to be there. I saw him on Sunday morning. We went down to see them bring in the Stanley Cup.
Oh, yes, yeah, my son
What
went
a
down.
It was so
gorgeous
nice.
day. And they were there on this gorgeous Harley that was all shiny and chrome and everything. So I said I want to take a picture of it. And Jerry Marin got in the picture with, he goes, hey, Nance, how you doing? And I'm like, oh, I'm here.
Wow.
So I have a nice picture of the 2 of them. I told him I'd send it to him, which I have not done yet, but I will. But he said he's going to be there.
Excellent.
So,
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah.
Super. Well, that's good. So I think we're all set for tomorrow. And the weather's going to be good. So
Yes.
couldn't
It's going
ask
to be
for
a day
more.
like it was that day. Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so next is Veterans Day.
Oh, God. can you-
November 11th is a Monday.
Where did I put it? Oh, here.
Does anyone feel like they might have time to help me work through that timeline and schedule and help with the putting it together? I haven't looked at it this year yet, but there's
I
several
gave you a
things.
sheet with,
Yeah,
I
you-
kind of tried to simplify it a little bit so
Okay.
that it wasn't, and I put the times in and I put a column in where you could initial who's going to do what.
Yep,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah,
looking
I
to
can help with that.
I remember there are certain flowers and things that we have to get.
Right.
that's right.
A
Yeah, we went,
branch.
what did we go down?
Who had
Didn't
the
we have the
branch?
wreath? Didn't we pick up the wreath too? We had it in the back of the car? I
The
vaguely
wreath?
remember
Yeah, who's
that.
making the wreath?
The
Well, that came from
laurel-
Springdale.
Okay, let's,
So
Was
that's
that the laurel?
how much are they charging?
Laura.
I have-
Well, that would be great.
Let's
if we
find out
can-
and have the Nielsen do it for us.
Yeah, we can definitely pull that out. So we'll have another meeting prior to that, but another meeting here, but let's
Right, right.
maybe put a committee to work
Maybe
for
it's cheaper, I
planning
don't
the
know how much they charge.
November, or, yeah, the Veterans Day ceremony.
And then we had to get colored flowers. Did we not have a
We
red,
did,
white, and blue
white, and blue,
carnation?
yeah, Yes,
Just 3 carnations
I
we
think
got.
that was it.
Yeah,
But we have that all. You actually put that all in that great.
I did it for you and I can't remember.
Okay, great. So more to follow on that.
Okay.
A cemetery committee. I don't know if we have anyone I haven't heard any. JP, you're not involved with Jim DeMark on that, are you? I think that's Rob Hewlick that does that.
I think, and Jim
Not at this point.
Jim
Yeah.
DeMark is in that too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, so we'll have to get an update from them next time. And now the Wartime Veterans Street sign.
Yes, we have candidate, it'll be Chestnut Road. Would that be November 10th? Do we want to do the Sunday before?
Oh, let's do it the Sunday before.
Okay.
Yep, that'd be perfect.
So 11:10. So I will reach out to the family and get going on that, right?
Okay.
So
Yes,
we're
you
gonna
have-
do
And I
that.
know not to let the Public Works no till, can't give them too much notice.
Right.
Which I understand, they don't want,
So that was the
I'm
one,
one who,
that was the one we did at your, near your house, right?
Yeah.
That, with the street sign?
the
Okay.
street sign, yeah. So we'll do that on Sunday, November at noon, I guess is what. as long
Yeah,
as the
What
family-
date? November what?
Makes sense.
10th.
November 10th, so 11:10?
Noon, okay.
At noon, right.
At noon, high noon, okay.
And you're all set with the application? It's
Yeah, it looks
Filled all
complete,
the-
yes, yeah, it's all set to go. I can give copies, I meant to have copies for today, but, so next week or next month I'll have.
Okay, cool.
Okay, is that okay?
That's wonderful, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, now, and you said you have someone kind of in the lineup
Yeah,
for
line up for the
Memorial
Memorial Day, so I
Okay.
thought that would be
Perfect.
good.
All right.
Okay, great.
Sounds good. Let's see, display case update.
Oh, okay, the display case, I spoke to Krista. She's had it all summer, beautifully done job, I might add. Where's my notes? Let's see, here it is. Okay, so it's this month, Becky Siciliano with DAR is confirmed for Constitution Week.
Okay,
And then in October, we have the Good Wives River of DAR with Viggy. She's going to do for National First Responders Day.
perfect.
And that would be from October 10th to November 10th, maybe. And then Wreaths Across America are in December. And I told Krista that if we don't have anybody else, that she can have it back and do
Okay.
something else wonderful that she did before.
All right.
That's all I have right
Wonder
now.
we should be taking pictures and logging them.
We should
Oh,
do that.
that's.
Do you know what I mean? And almost
Yeah.
putting it with the PR is like when you go to town hall, look
Yeah.
at the,
Oh,
Yeah.
promote it.
Display.
That's
Yeah.
a nice idea.
You know.
Oh,
I,
that's
Take a
great.
picture.
When you stop to pay your taxes or.
Do you know,
Or pick up
don't
your
you know
beach stick.
somebody at the Darien Youth Commission?
Darien Youth Commission?
Yeah.
Not that I know.
Oh, okay, because I thought something, because I know, I was given a list of check for interest, Darien Youth Commission, At Home in Darien, the Depot, Post 53, and the Museum of Darien,
Ah,
to see if they have any interest in displaying something here. I would think the Museum of Darien would.
Oh, I would think so.
I can contact them, but At Home in Darien, she's always been very responsive, so.
Terrific.
But I don't know about the Depot. I don't know anybody down there.
Well, it's the people that kind of running it have changed a bit.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
So, I don't know.
Last time I had any communication with them, Janice was there,
Yeah.
and she's
Yeah,
not there anymore.
She's not there anymore.
Post 53, I don't know anybody at Post 53 either.
I'll ask Julia Ford if she's
Yeah.
still involved.
And
with
see if they want to put something,
stuff
in
like
there.
that. Okay. Yeah, I'll ask her if she's still involved.
Yeah. So that's where I am with this, where we are, I should say, with this.
Okay,
Okay.
great. No, that's wonderful. Thank you. All right.
What are you looking to, are there certain months that you're looking to fill?
Yeah,
Or
Well-
is it still up in the air?
We're good through the end of December.
Okay.
Okay, so we need January and February, and then in March, Karen Pollitt is putting something in.
Okay.
And then, of course, we have April, May, June, and July, but we could deal with that after January. But January and February, it would be nice to have them put something in then.
Yeah,
You know?
have something
Yeah.
kind of on the.
Even
We could
like
always
the
take pictures of all of us and mount those in there.
We could put our list of events and pictures
Sure.
from the events.
Exactly,
in there.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can dress up something with the list of events,
That's it. And that could be kind of in a folder and put that in when
In
the
between.
town clerk doesn't have anything or in
Yeah.
between.
Yeah, okay.
So it's never empty, never just
No,
there.
no.
That's great.
That's a great idea. I'll talk to Julia and see if there's
Yeah.
any interest, or if Julia's even still affiliated with that.
Yeah. 'Cause with kids grown and gone, you lose
Yeah.
touch with these different
Right?
people on
Isn't it
things.
crazy?
Yeah. It is, it's like, oh my
I
God.
knew somebody about that.
But that was actually a long time ago.
It was a long time ago.
I mean, I still have your daughter as in kindergarten. I freeze them.
She's almost
I freeze-
25. She's going to be
I know. Do you know how
25
old
this
that
year. I
is?
can't believe it.
My grandson is going to be 14 next month. He just started high school. It's like, oh my God,
Wild. Okay. I put Wreaths Across America on our agenda because it was on our agenda September last year. And that, if you recall, is not an official function of the Monuments and Ceremonies Commission. We sort of try to support what they're doing.
Right.
But it's a money changing hands kind of a thing where you buy a wreath. So we're not, we're not allowed to take in money for things like that. So we can support them, and in the distant past, we would help sell them like on a Saturday morning outside of Dunkin' Donuts or whatever. They haven't done that the past.
Palmer's is always a
several
hot
years.
spot for stuff like
Yeah,
that.
so.
What did I sell over there for? I was in there with Brandy, with Yvonne Klein's son. He and I manned it for something.
Oh,
And
okay.
we got all these good responses. People were
Right.
shocked. I don't remember what that was for, but then again, it was probably 10 years ago.
So I know I have an email from, I think it's still John Carter, and I'll email him and say, hey, are you interested in any sort of assistance with selling the wreaths? Because I know last year they did not.
John Carter?
I believe his name's John Carter. They did not sell enough wreaths to cover every stone in the veterans section of the cemetery, so that's a shame. So, and I think they're.
What, do the families buy them and then put them on their graves?
No, it's just any member of the public can, and you say that you want it to go to this particular cemetery, Spring Grove Veterans Cemetery, and then they'll just, however many are purchased for this cemetery, all get delivered on the Saturday in December, somewhere around the 16th, I recall.
Okay.
And
How much
then-
are they?
I want to say they're $15, but I could be mixing that up with the band wreaths
Right.
from the past.
Oh, yeah.
And then they have the Boy Scouts and the football team, and lots of people from the community come out, and you just take armloads of wreaths and you lay them on each grave.
Similar to
Sort of
when we
like
did
what
the
we
flags.
Very
Exactly,
similar.
yes, yes.
Almost exactly the same. So that's
Okay.
wreaths across America. So we'll see if we can help out with that this year.
Sure, yeah. Sounds like we could help.
Yeah, that seems sad
That's too
that
bad
there
that they
wasn't
don't.
enough
Yeah.
purchased,
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's such a reasonable price, $15.
I know.
Well, if they got us on the caper,
What?
Well,
We could
I
take care
know,
of
if we were on the
they
job.
trusted us to,
Could be.
we could do it. We could twist some arms.
Yeah, right.
I'm good at that.
All right. New business. So the end of last year, it was actually a little too late for our last meeting. I don't know if you all remember, they had brought up the idea of town commissions and different groups that meet saying the Pledge of Allegiance prior to the meeting. And there was, it was the RTC, right? RTM. And it actually kind of was a much more
Yeah, I heard.
bubbly thing than I thought it was going to be, and so they decided
Yeah, some people
to
were
table it, I
adamantly
guess.
against it, and some people were adamantly for it.
Correct.
Why against it?
I don't know.
So
We'll get out where the world we do our
before the meeting,
Yeah, really.
I have her
Yeah.
name. I can't think of the woman's name that asked me. Anyway, she asked me if I would bring it before commission and just ask what people thought about it and just get a sense.
You mean we would say it before our
So we
meeting?
would stand up and say the Pledge of Allegiance
Before
prior
we
to
meet.
our meeting beginning.
Why not?
I know. I say it every day at school.
Yeah, you do.
Do you really? That's so good to hear.
Oh, yeah,
So many schools don't do that anymore.
Oh, yeah, kids stand up and stretch.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm so happy to hear that because it was depressing to hear that there were schools that didn't do it anymore.
I don't think the Darien schools don't do it.
Oh, they definitely
No,
do.
we do it. I know.
Actually, I can remember with the Girl Scouts, we would have our meeting and, we'd say the Pledge of Allegiance first, and they were, I don't know, maybe they were in second or third grade, like super silly because it was 3 o'clock in the afternoon and they
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
spun up all day long, and they said the Pledge of Allegiance, and then they went right into, and now for our morning announcements, like they didn't even.
Yes.
And that day I was tired or whatever, that just rubbed me the wrong way. I'm like, you gotta say the Pledge of Allegiance and say it right.
That's
Don't
right.
be silly.
The Pledge of Allegiance to
They're
the
like,
flag.
oh my gosh, Mrs.
Oh,
Shore
I
is so
know.
mean. What's wrong with her?
Well, I've done that to my flex, like if they race through it
Yeah.
and they're ahead of the principal, I'll be like, after announcements, I'm like, stand up. We're
Let's
doing
do it
and we're
again.
doing it right.
Good
Oh,
for you,
Right.
good for you.
Like,
Keep those things alive, those
Yeah.
traditions.
Yeah, so.
yeah, it's important, I think.
It is, yeah, if we don't stand for something, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so.
So new business, I didn't put anything down.
List of
Um,
events.
to
That was
pledge,
your-
Pledge of Allegiance.
Oh, that's right,
to
that's
say
right.
the
I
Pledge of
have it written
Allegiance,
here, but
Yeah,
next to it,
Pledge
new
of Allegiance.
business. I'll figure it out when I type them up.
The list of events.
Okay.
New business as in new jobs for Nancy, I think that's what that is.
The list of events, do we have a list of dates for our events?
Many of them we do because they always fall on
Like Memorial Day and
Memorial
whatever.
Day,
Yeah.
Flag Day.
will be whatever it says
Okay,
in the
the
calendar.
14th, okay.
Flag Day's always
Well,
the
I'll put something
14th.
together and I'll send it to you. That's
Okay.
your new job, editor.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Isabel's my editor. I send things to her, and if she likes it, then I'm ready to send it on.
Excellent.
There's
Cool.
work, better to work.
It's always good to have a second set of eyes.
Second
isn't
set.
it?
Always,
Yes, for
always.
sure. All right, and does anyone else have any new business that they wanted to bring before the commission? How's everything going with duty, JP?
Good, thanks. I got back last night.
Oh, okay.
It was a good training weekend.
Excellent.
In the city for work today.
Oh, wow.
Um,
Yeah, that was always
traveling.
kind of the drag about the drill weekend. You realize, oh my gosh, so I had no days off and now I have to go right back to work. So,
Right. I did want to ask, I guess, quickly about tomorrow. So is it 8 o'clock? And should we prepare to, I think there was mentioned chairs that need to be, do they get just set up or moved? Or
I think that they'll be set up. The school was gonna
They were
bring
last
them
year,
out.
I believe.
Yeah.
Weren't they
Yeah,
set up
yeah,
when we
they were
got
set
there?
up.
Yeah.
And it was decided for us, JP, that we'll wear our uniform.
Okay.
Uh,
All right. I'll be sure to remind them.
Okay, and they were gonna have the podium and the sound system. Oh, sound system, that's what I didn't remember to say. So.
This is under
I guess it's
9/11?
Under 9/11, the school system is no longer able to just provide a sound system. For each instance that they set up the sound system, there's a charge, and since it's for us, the charge has to come to Monuments and Ceremonies.
Okay.
So it's gonna be $300. So I told Dr. Adley that they were gonna be charging us, and he said, oh, well, let's talk about it and maybe see if we can.
Well, that wipes out the money we saved on the roses.
Yeah, there goes the savings.
There
We
we
do
go.
have a budget, so.
But still, it's nice for
It's
people
still-
to,
and
help out a
and
little bit.
So that is Jeff DeMeo, who does the sound system, and he said, I would love to be able to do it.
how do you spell his
free.
last name?
I believe it's DEMAI.
N as in Nancy?
M as
M as
in
in
Mary,
Michael, okay.
yeah.
DEMAIO,
AIO.
okay.
He said he'd love to be able to just do it for us.
I
but
didn't want to
they're-
put down MAYO.
Yeah, his hand is forced pretty much because
Yeah.
they know that he's setting up a sound system,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they
yeah.
said, all right, who are we billing for this? So I will speak with Dr. Adley about it and see if there's any wiggle room on that.
Sounds
With the
good.
school system, if we can split the cost or something like that. But it's probably gonna cost us $300.
And don't forget to get the names of the two students that are going to sing.
Yes, yep.
So I can add that to my little spiel.
Your blurb.
All right.
I basically used what I used last year, I just kind of changed it a little bit, so in case anybody remembers, which I doubt, but just in case. Didn't you say that last year?
No, but there's
So-
not too much you can change about.
Yeah, I know, I
11. It's
I
always-
kept
It's hard
it
to
pretty
believe
much.
23 years.
Yes.
23 years, I remember the day like it was
Oh,
yesterday.
Did you watch 60 Minutes? They dedicated.
Yes, yeah.
Did they
What a
really?
loss.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't see that.
It was so sad.
Very
It was
sad.
just, we
Yeah.
were sitting, watching it,
Yeah.
and then it's like, okay, we have to do something about it.
We both worked at GE Asset Management when that went, you were there, right?
No, no, I
you
was
weren't
at
there, you came in
Purdue.
after.
Right there.
And I was on the phone with someone, and all of a sudden she goes, "Oh, a plane just hit the World Trade Center." And I said, wow, he must have been, his radar must
Way
have been
off,
off.
yeah.
Thinking he just clipped it with a wing or something, I had no idea. And it was horrible. And then I had to find out which one of the brokers survived and which didn't, so we could update the list. That was, I never want to do a job like that again. Ever,
Yeah.
ever, ever.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Mhm.
Whew.
Yeah.
All right, well, I think we've covered our agenda. Does anyone want to make a motion to finish up the meeting, or anything else?
I'll make a motion to finish up the meeting. To
I
use your,
second.
All in favor? Okay.
And it's at 4:03.